This new TikTok trend, marrying yourself. How bad can this be, huh? Marrying yourself. Hey, how's that a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? We gonna see what's happening, how it unfolds. Shout out Playback, Agent Low. You already know. Let's go.
A few weeks ago, I went to a self-love wedding. So my friend, Marcy, I love you, married themselves for their birthday. Everyone had to dress up as the opposite sex, or if you're non-binary, you got to choose. So here are some of those outfits. And here's mine. The ceremony was so beautiful. There was even a flower girl, and Marcy looked so beautiful. The whole ceremony made me want to cry.
Why is she talking like that?
I did shed
Is that on purpose?
a few tears, but I was so happy to experience this and the love in the room.
I personally think that's insanity, but they all look like they had a blast. So.
No, they had a great time.
So as long as they're having fun, man.
First off, I want to just say that I think it's wildly inappropriate that we teach children that you should grow up and marry someone else one day, but never think to teach children that they should probably marry themselves first. But that's just my personal opinion. Now, I wear a ring, but you could do anything. You could wear a necklace, you could get a tattoo, just something to symbolize your marriage to yourself. P.S. I did this right after a breakup, and it was something really important I needed to do for myself. And something you probably need to do for yourself right now, too. And I encourage you to write vows to yourself. Think about the things that you want someone else to promise to you. Promise them to yourself. But I used the quite traditional vows. I told myself that I was going to love myself through richer and poorer, through sickness and health, through all shapes and sizes of this body, till death do I leave this body. And I renew these vows every so often because we need to. I'd love to hear some of the things that you want to say to yourself in your own vows, and let's normalize it.
So what do you say?
I sound like just positive affirmations. That's cool. Yeah, that's not marriage. You know,
No,
marriage
that's
is the union of two separate people.
No, it's not, bro.
You can't
marriage.
unionize yourself with yourself. You're already one.
Stop, bro. Stop.
Y'all have really been loving these self-love videos that I've been doing, and it's so crazy because I did not know how much self-love stuff that I did for myself until now that I'm speaking about it. But this video, I wanted to talk about my ring. And please ignore my nails because I'm literally trying to grow them out to the same length. So
Sound like you need to take care of them nails.
So in the beginning of 2021, I had this really random, crazy idea to basically get married to myself. So I literally had a matrimony ceremony where I had vows, I wore all white, and I married myself. I basically spent the entire day writing myself vows that I know that I could stick to. And then on top of that, I bought myself a ring to basically give myself after reading myself my vows in the mirror. This ring was actually supposed to fit on my ring finger so that it would actually be like a wedding ring, but I don't have my ring size, so it's on my index finger, okay. But basically,
What? It was supposed to be on the ring finger? Just get it sized.
but I don't have my ring size, so it's on my index finger, okay. But basically, I have not taken this ring off since then, and I will not be taking it off until somebody replaces it.
You married yourself and you're gonna stay that way until somebody else proposes to you. So what's the point of marrying yourself? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Writing down a list of promises and vows to myself has really helped me hold myself accountable, especially when it comes to dating and just being gentle with myself and just self-love in general.
Good.
So she's into like polygamous relationships?
No, she's just marrying herself.
I get it, but like now she's married to herself. She can't be with no one else unless she's into polygamy because she's with
So
herself.
she have to
I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying.
divorce herself and then
Yeah, divorce herself or cheat on her. You know what I'm saying? I see what he's going with.
Unless she's into polygamy. Divorcing yourself is gonna be very painful because you basically
Yeah.
are saying like all those vows I made about me.
yeah,
I'm not gonna do it.
somebody else can do
Done.
it better than me. Damn,
Yeah.
I never thought about it like that.
That's almost like an existential crisis.
Yeah. What do y'all do when you marry yourself and then you meet somebody else who can actually love you better than you?
But you
Hey, man. You feel me? I couldn't answer that for you. You know what I'm saying? That's a crazy point or point of view. Agent brought up, bro. What the fuck? Because again, you're marrying yourself. Yeah, you probably want to wait for somebody else. But what was the whole point of marrying yourself if it's just gonna go back to, you know, saying somebody?
You know, there's some cultures where it's way more common to have like multiple wives or husbands. So she could just have like a wife, her, and then a husband, him. So
or another wife.
That'd be
she could be
two wives.
She could be lesbian.
That's true. Oh my god.
Yeah.
2 wives.
She could have 2 wives, herself and her partner. So you never thought about that.
I never thought about that.
Exactly.
I think this is actually
bored theory at its peak.
Like bullseye boredom theory. Because there's no one with actual issues.
Bullseye boredom theory.
Marrying themselves.
Yeah.
People that like have to travel to get water long distances and it's not even clean water.
Yeah.
They don't even think of stuff like this because
I mean, to be honest with you, people with lives don't think about this.
Yeah, most people with a job.
Most people with a job and a career.
You have to wake up and go to work.
Yeah.
They think about everything else but that. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's good. It's good to love yourself, type shit. You feel me? And that's very important. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know.
You probably don't have time to think about this.
This right here is just not passing your mental. You know, all my time living on this earth, this never actually passed my mental. So, you know, people who coexist in like normal society, who wake up, go to work, have healthy relationships with people outside themselves and who aren't massively insecure, they don't think about this.
Is it like a mental illness? Because
I think it's massively insecure. I think this is rooted in insecurities. There's just no other way.
I think it's rooted in pain.
I don't insecurities. Let me see. I want to understand. I can see a little bit why, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like these people grew up having a hard time loving themselves, or they didn't have anybody to love them as much as they would have liked, you know what I'm saying? So I could kind of see where he's coming from that point of view of insecurity, you know what I'm saying? But when you get to that point, or when you get to their point, you know what I'm saying, of marrying yourself, it's like, I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. I really want to understand. I get it a little bit. I do get it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they got fed up with being insecure, so now it's like, fuck that. I love myself. I want to love myself. I'm gonna do this, and the third to better myself type shit. You feel me? Let's get rid of these insecurities. If not get rid of them, let's not let it affect me and my mental, my, you know what I'm saying, and everything evolving around me. Let's not get it to the point where it's affecting me negatively, you know what I'm saying? Accepting the insecurities type shit.
Too.
Like,
I think there's just no other way.
I think it's rooted in pain.
That too.
Like, y'all are so hurt and sad, sometimes depressed, that like to get yourself out of it, your version of self-love isn't like an Epsom salt bath or getting a massage. It's marrying yourself.
It's marrying yourself.
What the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie, not only does that, the level of loneliness is just like at a peak, but it just has to be rooted in insecurities.
Like the last guy was cool. Like positive affirmations. I was waiting for him to say like he threw a whole wedding or something like that. But she dead ass is saying she wore all white.
Yeah.
You had a ceremony to marry yourself.
The level of self-centeredness and loneliness that has to be in your life for you to get in front of a priest or whoever so they can read off your vows and I now name you wife and wife. Like that, like all that, like doing all that just for you to tell yourself to love yourself better.
You know the irony is?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. If you're at the point of even thinking about marrying yourself, it's like you're already at the point of like you've accepted your flaws, your insecurities, you're happy, you know what I'm saying? You want to make the change of loving yourself, you love yourself. It's like, why do all that extra stuff, you feel me? To each their own.
The irony is, if
got nothing to do with me.
Person found out that you married yourself,
they might be like, okay, yikes. There's also true. The reason why you're probably still married to yourself is because every time you got in a relationship with someone else, they were like,
so you married who? Oh, I guess.
Was it you marry yourself or you marry somebody named yourself? What is it? You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
That's cool.
Imagine just that first date. Like, man, I hope this goes well because I'm really ready to sign those divorce papers. I mean, honest with y'all, I think that not only this is like level of boredom, but it's one or two things. It's either the level of narcissism that you have to marry yourself is just like through the roof. And I can't even imagine somebody having to love themselves or be so narcissistic to themselves that they actually put on a whole ceremony to show everybody else how much they love themselves. Like that's the definition of narcissism.
That's I don't know, since it is like a new type of trend friend, quote unquote, it's like, it's kind of like attention seeking too. You know what I'm saying? I don't say that to disrespect anybody doing this shit. You feel me? But look.
Or B, the level of insecurity that you have to further confirm to yourself that you're actually worth, you have some level of value and you're worth something in this life, for you to grandstand and do that to the rest of the world or the rest of your friends or people that you know. Like, to do all of that just to basically identify that you have some level of self-value is crazy. Like, that is a deep rooted level of insecurity, and I think it's way more problematic than I think a lot of people are willing to acknowledge, especially if you're buying a ring. If you're buying, it's a lot. It's a lot for you to just do it. A lot of the stuff that they're talking about will be better exercise and just practice. Practice these things that you're claiming that you do. Yeah. Practice the ability to actually identify your value.
It's not and understand though. You have to have a purpose for your life. Otherwise, you're gonna be self-loving yourself nonstop.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Like, yo, go find a purpose, dog. Like, this is not normal. This is why do we have to normalize weird shit just because somebody's struggling? Like, this is not normal, dog. And that's cool. Like, you can love yourself. Most people, when you're getting those thoughts and you're like, man, maybe I can't do this thing. Maybe you're doubting yourself. They just do positive affirmations. They'll watch a self-help book or watch a motivational video. They'll talk to friends or family, or they'll just lock the fuck in and do it themselves. But never have I seen anybody that's sane think to themselves, yo, I'm gonna marry myself. Like, not even I'm gonna love myself. You should always love you. Go to therapy. You got so much solutions. Deadass, what you need to do is you need to start with a brain scan, because there's something wrong. So you might be able to identify what's going wrong in your brain. But if you can't with a brain scan, start eating healthier and taking supplements and stuff like that. You're deficient of something. Get one of those blood tests.
But like you're saying, these are all things that you're doing. You're executing
to figure out
something.
Why you're this deranged.
You're executing though, regardless.
Correct.
What they're doing isn't even executing on the thing that they.
It's
just you're just fantasizing.
You're not even really marrying yourself. You're doing all the fucking ceremonial things.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You're already legally binded to yourself, dummy.
Exactly.
Like the point I'm making is, instead of saying vows of I'm going to love myself through richer and poor, just accept the fact that this is a part of who you are. It may be a phase, and work towards it. But going out of your way to marry yourself and have a whole ceremony to accept that fact sounds like you just rather just do the ceremony and have the aesthetics of it instead of actually doing it. The problem that you have with struggling with loving yourself is the fact that you never execute on the things that you want to do. Instead, you're spending way too much time on the aesthetic or the concept of doing it. You know what that's a much bigger problem.
This is not normal, bro. This is not
normal. This is not normal. You all have to like seek some form of help, because like this is just not.
I was putting her on game real quick. Deadass, take the blood test. It's gonna tell you like everything about your body. You're gonna see areas you're deficient in, areas where maybe you got too much of something, and then you just adjust, and then optimize your life. Eventually, you feel me? Focus on your gut health. Your gut health is super duper important. It regulates a lot of the hormones in your body. If you're not feeling good, a lot of people think it's your brain. It might be your gut. Just focus, like fix issues, and then once you're back to normal and no longer insane, you won't think of marrying yourself as a solution to any of your problems, because it doesn't fix shit, nor is it even a solution. It's not even a real thing. You're in your head. This is not, look, to a certain degree, I feel like if you're finding happiness doing something, go ahead and do it. And if people are reporting that they're leading to a happier life, then sure. Like, if this is making your life better, at the end of the day, like, don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Like, niggas are gonna have separate opinions and shit like that. I just think this is deranged.
But why? But the only thing I have a problem with is if you need self affirmations, which is fine if that's what you need. I think that there's a much more productive way of doing it rather than having a whole ceremony. To me, it's not even, if you want to just say you want to make promises to yourself, that's fine. To an extent, I think we all do that anyway. It's the taking the next step of, I'm going to have a whole ceremony to show everybody how much I love myself. The level of fucking narcissism you have to be in to marry yourself instead of helping other people in the world is crazy.
Stop fucking giving niggas advice. Like, I hate when dumb niggas give advice. Stop advising people to do dumb shit. They advise people to do this, by the way. It's not like they just said, this is what I'm doing. They say, yo, you should do this too.
Love yourself. Simple as that. Don't go out your way, do a whole ceremony. Don't go out your way, spend your time and money doing, no, bro, just whatever you want to do. Like, you want to love yourself, do it. You know what I'm saying? Tell yourself that. You're already in the right track, bro. You feel me? Why add this thing? To each their own, though.
That is true, yeah.
They're trying to spread the plague.
Yeah, they are. They literally are.
Spread the polygamy plague.
Yeah,
Fuck
bro.
out of here.
Yo, just do better, be better, one better. But you don't have to marry yourself for that. Hey, everybody deals with that. We just don't marry ourselves, man.
I want y'all to marry that fucking subscribe button, though, man. Go ahead, marry that, and then while I fumbled.
You did, bro.
Damn.
Love yourself though through this.
Yeah,
Love yourself through this.
I know.
Love yourself through this. You got this. All right, go ahead, go, man.
I want y'all to marry that.
Fuck.
Everybody fumbled again. Shit. Let's normalize this so the idiots can delete themselves on the dating pool and make it easier. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with self-love. The issue is the marrying part. It's literally the union of two separate people. So the marrying yourself thing is just a glorified way of saying you're a narcissist. Due to you needing the crazy amount of admiration for loving yourself. If she can avoid bringing her madness to an unsuspecting male, I applaud her for marrying herself. And for the sake of humanity, hopefully she never gets a divorce. They really took what Dennis Rodman did seriously. Huh? What? What do you do? Even Dennis didn't take Dennis seriously. That's when he made Dennis fucking... Marriage is getting other people to recognize your commitment. Self-marriage is getting other people to celebrate your narcissism. Okay. This goes way beyond self-love. This is vanity. Anybody who actually loved themselves wouldn't feel the need to do this and announce it to the world. Exactly, bro. You feel me? I feel like the only time, like, you could tell yourself you love yourself, but like, if somebody is coming at you sideways, telling you, oh, you don't love yourself, you're narcissistic, you're this, you're that, you're the third. It's like, I feel like at that point, that's when you can defend yourself and be like, listen, I have all these blemishes, these insecurities, these flaws, but I still love myself at the end of the day. And you're coming at me sideways because I gotta say something about you when you not loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just to, again, like I said earlier, it feels like an attention type of thing. It's like, you love yourself. Okay, you're already on the right track. Minus the marriage, you're already on the right track of loving yourself. You're telling yourself all these positive things, positive affirmations. You know what I'm saying? Why go out of the way to, you know what I'm saying, do all these different shit for doing a ceremony and stuff like that? I don't know, bro. When marriage loses all meaning, this is the nonsense you get. The narcissism of this age is seriously out of hand. The people are built to be alone. It's sad. This is so absurd and illogical that I can see people on TikTok doing this unironically. Wait. She really said that she married herself and is still dating. If you're dating and married to yourself, you are committing adultery against yourself, which would be an act of self-treason, since cheating, adultery is treason, splitting in the eye of the marriage. You're literally cheating. Facts, bro. Hey, man. To each their own. Everybody love yourself. That's it. Just keep telling yourself all the little negatives you don't like about yourself. Accept them, love them, change them if you can. You feel me? And you're already on the right track, man. You know? But let me know what you guys think. That's my reaction. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe if you haven't. And I'm out.